All right, so today's video, we're gonna go out of order. I just got this in. This is an air conditioning unit, and they were just gonna throw that away. I said, I'll give you 15 bucks for that. And they're like, sure. So they asked me what I'm gonna do with it. I'm just gonna break it down. So this was an install by a professional company, so there's no gases that's gonna be leaked out. And so we're gonna take this apart today here. I think they're worth about 80 bucks. So let's find out. Well, let's just start out and see how much the thing weighs. Bring you up close here. 130 pounds. 130. All right, since I got to lift it up, I'm going to put it on a table. All right, let's just start tearing it apart. We'll just start right down here at the bottom. There we go. Make things easier. Okay, we'll have to get that motor out of there. There's a motor in that. We'll get that in a minute. Plastic mesh. And here is our radiator. Let's see. Hopefully that's copper. I don't know. No, doggone it. It's all aluminum. See, no gases came out. I cut that right there real time. Yeah, unfortunately, that's an aluminum radiator. Wow, look at the size of this compressor. Yeah, I would like to comment on the live stream that we had on Wednesday, but I can't because this video is being made before then. You understand? Let me go clean this mess up here. All right. Get this motor off here. So these pins are aluminum, but for what you're going to make off of it, I probably just going to throw it to shred. You got to take all the rivets out. Not really into that. Just to make an extra 5 cents. But I would like to see if this is an aluminum or copper windings here. Just got to get the set screw off here. See if a hammer will work. No. There we go. All right. Get this out of our way here. All right, let's see if these are copper or aluminum here. Oh yeah, copper. Let's check the green one. Yep, it's all copper. We'll definitely take that apart. We're gonna fret. All right, we're just gonna do this the easy way here. That was easy. All right, so we got that all done, except for the sealed unit. I did not break that down just because I have several other ones over in the corner, and I'm gonna break all of them down at the same time. Plus, I gotta drain the oil out of that, and I gotta get that all set up. But we got all the copper separated, we got all the brass separated. Unfortunately, we ended up with an aluminum radiator, which took most of our profit. Got a little bit of shred, and I'm gonna weigh that sealed unit up. As it is right now, I could take that in and sell it for 18 cents a pound. So we'll add all this stuff up and see if we came out ahead. I paid 15 bucks for that. I don't know, it's gonna be close. And it took me 48 minutes to break it down. So let's go ahead and weigh this stuff up here. I got this sheet of plywood down there on my scale just to give me a bigger surface. So this is the aluminum radiator. And that comes in at 17.9 pounds, 17.9, 8.12 kilograms. Over here, we're going to all right. So that comes to 39.85 or 18.1 kilograms. All right, we'll go ahead and do this sealed unit here. We're at zeros here. That's a heavy one. 61.3 pounds, 27.8 kilograms. All right, so now for the good stuff. Unfortunately, there's just not enough of it. I'm talking about brass and copper. So here is our brass. This is what we got in brass. Not bad. All right. We got 1.2 pounds of brass, 0.54 kilograms. And our copper. I guess that's not too bad. 4.8, 2.18 kilograms. All right, let me add these numbers up and then we'll get you a final number. Okay, here's the final numbers that I got. So at the cost of 15 bucks and almost an hour to tear this apart, the aluminum radiator, 17.9 pounds at 55 cents, gave us $9.85. So for the shred, we had 39.85 pounds at 9 cents a pound. It gives us $3.59. The brass, we had 1.2 pounds at $2.75, and that gave us $3.30. Then the copper, 4.8 pounds of copper. Now my copper price went down a dime, so it was at 5 bucks. Now it's at $4.90. So that gives us $23.57. And that sealed unit, 61.3 pounds. If I was to take it up there and sell it as is right now, it's 18 cents a pound. And that would give us $11.03. But I'm not going to do that. I'll keep that. And we'll have another video on that, breaking sealed units open, getting the copper out. So $11.03 for a grand total of $51.34. Now, had that aluminum radiator been copper aluminum, instead of it weighing 17, 18 pounds, it would have probably weighed more like, I don't know, maybe 20, 25 pounds. Probably, at least. And instead of 55 cents, that would have been $2.50. Bringing our total up, we would have been closer to $100. Probably 90, something like that. So, that wasn't a total loss, but... So, all in all, we made about 35 bucks for that hour's worth of work, which of course I'm good with that. 35 bucks. Hanging out in the shop doing what I like to do. Okay, so I guess that's all we got for you today. So we gotta get our scrap to the scrap yard so we can get paid. Thanks for watching.